One of the biggest struggles that pre-medical students face is work-life balance. They go into college and they start trying to figure out how to balance their course load at the time. As incoming freshmen, this is something that we're all worried about, and reasonably so, given that we're entering a new environment and very likely our high school study habits most of the time will not work. That is why the overall coursework seems to be the biggest focus when we enter college. But that's not all there is to building up your resume and to becoming a good doctor in the future. You need to learn how to balance extracurriculars, research, and everything else you want to do along with that coursework. The reality is, med school admissions committees are not going to be looking for people who are just good in just their courses. They want to see someone who is very well-rounded in everything. That is why work-life balance is so important. How do we achieve that work-life balance in the first place? This is something that I want to help you all out with today. And to do this, I want to take you through a story of mine. Throughout undergrad, I consistently had periods of time where I started to want to work out again because I remembered how much working out benefited me, how much it helped me relieve stress, and how good I felt after every single time I went to the gym. I tried to consistently make this a habit all throughout undergrad. I tried to go at least 2 or 3 times a week. However, this would only end up being the case for maybe 1, 2, maybe even 3 weeks if I was lucky. But I wouldn't end up keeping that habit in the long run. Compare this to my gap year, where I consistently made time to go to the gym at least 3 or 4 times a week. And now, I'm at a point where I can consistently go to the gym at least 3 or 4 times a week, no problems asked. Of course, there are special cases like if I'm on vacation or something like that, but even then, one of the main priorities of mine in life has become going to the gym. So you might be asking, what is the difference between undergrad and my gap year? What did I do differently to actually make this a priority? And before you ask, no, the answer is not my time that I had. I was busy during my gap year and college, just in different ways. It was up to me to make that responsibility. It was up to me to actually allot time to go to the gym. So, the main key in actually making this a part of my life and balancing the gym along with everything else I had to do, which included my job, my volunteering, and everything else. The key was consistency. Consistency is what allowed me to integrate this into my normal day routine and to finally make going to the gym a habit. And this doesn't just have to apply to the gym as well. Whatever hobby or task you want to add to your schedule, just start doing it. You keep finding these reasons to not do it because you're worried about your coursework, your research, or other activities going on in your life. If you keep waiting for the right time's never gonna come. We don't like having discomfort in our lives, and discomfort is naturally going to happen once we start trying to add this change to our lives. So, what you need to do is push through that and therefore make it a normal part of your life. When you become comfortable being uncomfortable, then you'll be okay. Then you'll be able to make this a consistent part of your schedule. And when I say consistency, I mean you need to stick to this. At about the same time every day or every week, however often you want to do this task, make sure you do it at the same time. And if you push it off for some other thing, you're gonna end up not doing it. You're gonna end up taking it out of your schedule and starting all over again. I'm saying this because I have experienced it. And of course, there will be special cases where you actually have an emergency situation or something else where you need to push it off. That's fine, but it shouldn't be the norm. This should be on rare occasion because in the end of the day, what you choose to do with your life becomes part of your purpose, and your purpose should be your main focus. What you are meant to do, the activities that you're supposed to have, the research you're supposed to do, the clinical experiences you're supposed to have, whatever it is, it's all part of your purpose. And in the case of the medical field, it's part of building your purpose to become a doctor one day. This should be the main goal, and to make sure you're able to keep up this goal, consistency is the key. Balancing everything you need to do. Coming from someone who used to work in a very high stress medical environment as part of their clinical experiences, I'm telling you this, consistency and keeping a good schedule is key to balancing everything. Working a 9-to-5 healthcare job and then coming back, studying for your exams, and making sure you get your research project done and everything else. That's a lot to do. And at first, you may think, okay, if this is a lot to do, why would I even do it, you know? I know it's a lot to do, but our careers are very demanding for us, especially in healthcare. That is why we need to adjust to this schedule now and start to prepare ourselves as best as we can for this. By preparing ourselves now, by going through these struggles now, future us will thank us so much for this. We'll be used to handling this level of work, this level of stress, whatever it is. We'll get more used to it so that we can have better quality work in the future. By consistently pushing yourself, by consistently balancing your schedule, by consistently doing the best that you can to manage all your activities and doing the best you can to add new activities into your schedule while not letting the quality of everything else slip. This is one of the traits of a good doctor. This is one of the traits of someone who is stuck to their purpose and will do the best they can to fulfill it. A consistent mindset will make the work seem a lot easier and it will make it less stressful. It won't make it seem like work per se. It'll just be another day. It's like, okay, I'll just do it. This is the benefit that consistency can have for your mindset. This is why a good mindset is the best kind of medicine there is.